या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मीरारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। पूज्य माँ भगवती, पूज्य Sri Arvind, you all are the chosen children of our Divine Mother. The magnitude of the objective set by Sri Aurobindo while dictating Savitri is executed. How it executed, why executed, and what way executed. Are all the problems, are all the queries, are all these riddles have been so scientifically, logically, psychologically, realistically and materially solved by Mother, though it took 8 years after the demise of Sri Aurobindo, are presented by Satprem here in this Mind of Cells. It is the only work that for the future new generation, it is not for us, nor for scientists, nor for psychologists, nor for spiritualists, nor even for yogis. It is for the next generation to imbibe the reality that they are enjoying, they are participating, and they are made commanding masters if they really would wish. So it is for the future generation, not for present of the earth. It is for the future of the earth. Because earth was saved, earth was prevented during those years. The destiny of earth was changed. Destiny of human race was changed. And the scenario and next junction of the evolutionary earth was also changed. So it is for the future of the existence, because a new world is to be born, and that too from the old world. And similar is the experience of Mother just before 17th November 1973. What was on 16th November took place, what was on 15th November, what was on 18th November. That was the scenario of annihilation of the whole earth. But that was prevented. And well in advance, Mother assured that this time there is no annihilation of the earth. 6 times earth was reborn. And this is not the earth that will be reborn 7th time. It is the new world that is reborn. New world, new mode of existence, new mold that is being created by the Mother. So, living individual mortal life, living mortality committed by her in this birth, still at the level of world mother, mother is giving birth to the new world. That is what I told you. So world is just like a child, and newborn world is also just like a child. So it is supramental that has been the force behind it. That has been the assistant, force of assistant behind it. Had there been no descent of supramental, there won't have been life divine on the earth, and that too shortening the time of disaster, Kali Yuga, time of time. Now the new time that will start will be the timeless of time. It is the timeless is born from the mold of time. New space is born from the soil of the earth itself. Similarly, the new body is to be born from the old mortal body of Panchmahabhut of Mother. The experiment as such was not accessible at that time to the science, and most probably will not be accessible to the science of the future for many centuries. For many centuries. We'll start experiencing it very soon. We'll start experiencing with the media and deputies sent by the mother in human body as human psychic from that other world. It is our home. From there, the deputed souls will be there on the earth, and they have started. Not only that started, that was registered by scientists, that was registered by psychologists, that was registered by the philosophers, and that was registered by occult yogis all over the world. Without knowing that what is going to take place and what is happening at present, including the people like Diana Cooper, who belong to this galaxy, have started expressing their experiences that this is taking place, this is taking place. Because it was future aim of the vision of Sri Aurobindo has already been converted into present objective, present target. And that is also known. Lord Krishna came to Sri Aurobindo in Alipur jail. The same Lord Krishna came to change the time into timeless to Mother. And Mother was given assurance that new world shall be born. The future tense has been converted into present tense. New world is born. And query was raised by one sadhak before Mother. At that time in agenda, Mother says, is born, is born, is born. Not shall be born. So it is present that has to accept this scenario, that has to realize this scenario. And those who are ready may start experiencing it very soon. Must have started experiencing the new time, new space, new dimension, new reality, and new infinity. New death will be there. New death means new mold of death. New disease. Indifference is disease. Ignorance is disease. Recklessness is disease. Indifferent psychology is disease. Unpreparedness is disease. Human logic, imperfect logic, our imperfect sensation, our incompetence of mind of the mental level consciousness, not human mind. Mind still experiencing a living animality. In the human mold is disease. Crores and crores of the people living outside, having no cognizance of what has up till now taken place and what was the greatest and grandest, what we call catastrophe, had taken place before our very nose. Nobody knows. Why for supramental was descended down? Why for Sri Aurobindo, yogi like Sri Aurobindo, yogi of the caliber of Sri Aurobindo and Mother, passed through this sort of tremendous penance, unique penance that has never been noted and never existed in past before, never existed in any ages of the past. So you can imagine, it is not only new research, it is not only new understanding, it is not only new phenomenon, it is not only new light, new life, new love, new reality. It is the new divine play for the earth, for the humanities, and for even God, for divine even. Now this is the work where no incarnation in future is inevitable. There won't be any incarnation hereafter. It is the totality that has been brought down. Little plot of mortality has been converted into playground of the infinite. Now which play hereafter left out, that divine incarnation is expected by the earth to launch a new mode of life. No new mode of life is now required. It is the ultimate mode of life that the entire kingdom of God has been brought down on the earth. What moksha is required now? What salvation is required now? What happiness, what scale of happiness is left out to be realized on the earth? So all questions as such raised by philosophy, psychology, science of the future, and expectation and objectives of the yogi of the future are all solved, and solved to the great and grand satisfaction of the divine there invisible and divine here on the earth visible. In a sense, she is the explorer of the new spaces. She is the explorer of the new spaces. Entire existence has been transformed. So it is the final, ultimate and very decisive new stage of evolution. That is second evolution. Somewhere Sri Aurobindo also indicated it and Mother acknowledged it, that this is the second evolution. Minus pralay, minus annihilation, minus dissolution, minus massive massacre and massive destruction. And to launch this, the people around me don't comprehend the scale and magnitude of my experiment. It is not my experiment, it is the experiment of the divine entirely. It is not my experiment as Mother of Sri Aurobindo Ashram Pondicherry. It is the experiment of the master energy of the existence. It is the experiment of the energy in totality. It is the experiment of the fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh dimensions of reality. At a time. At a time. We, at least three-dimensional reality bound people, may not understand this scenario and magnitude, but the people of future, born with new mind, born with new body, even for the first time born biologically in new body, will very naturally understand it. Very naturally understand it. That gap was bridged. She is a golden bridge and wonderful fire. Fire for what? To get everything old is to be burnt out. And the golden bridge for what? To cross over easily with all limited means of physicality, vitality and mentality. Those who are living and enjoying this gift will have to cross over the reality of mortality. Being born as mortal beings, being born as human beings, will have to be divine beings on the earth after crossing this much distance. Crores of births where this evolutionary stage could have been reached is being reached right now, is being realized right now. We are fortunate that we are made compulsorily, mandatorily to see past, to see present, provided we have got a little bit vision of third eye. We can see our future also, living in present of mortality, passing through past of mortality, and with our little mind we are made to taste at least the immortality of the future. That is timeless. Where there is no past, there is no present, there is no future. Everything that is within us, as everything is within the range of the divine. We are microscopic divinity. Macroscopic divinity is there. And we can live time also as timeless. We can live space as tremendous master act. We'll have not to conquer space automatically. The psychicality of that height, the framework of that height, the cellular new body will be of that height, that automatically what up till now different incarnations, say for instance 24 incarnations, and 10 incarnations are specifically, deliberately depicted in detail by Vyasji in Srimad Bhagavat, are altogether made available to a single human being who will be there living as human being with mind on the earth. Lord Krishna and Krishna consciousness has been the new environment for the entire universe. We are supposed to remember Yoganand Paramhans. Babaji is still living, and Yoganand Paramhans categorically declared a couple of years back, not ages back, couple of years back, Lord Krishna is Lord Jesus Christ of the Eastern world, and Lord Jesus Christ is Lord Krishna of the Western world. Means what? It was so forerunner. Yoganandji was male, female, miniature of Ardhanari Nateswar. He could grasp, he could realize. It is not the philosophical hypothesis, nor a psychological aspiration, nor even a human ambition, nor even yogi's new vision. It is the concrete specimen of new age. And that is why the environmental reality which was assessed by Yoganandaji was Krishna consciousness put into action, put into environment, put into reality and relativity on the earth a couple of years back. And he also experienced his death at will. I have to go. And had left his body publicly in America. It was on 7th March 1952. Yoganand Paramhans lived 4 generations of his Gurudom. Life of Yukteswar Giri was lived by Yoganandaji. Life of Lahiri Masai was also lived by Yoganandaji. And life of Babaji, the life of immortality, was also lived by Yoganandaji. And human life, whose birth was human birth, was also lived by Yoganandaji. And death at will was granted to the psychic of Yoganandaji by the same Krishna consciousness. 7th March 1952. Yoganandaji left his body in your America. His body was kept intact without cold storage or any scientific amenities, any scientific precautions. And the light that was seen on the whole body of Yoganandaji for continuously 20 days. And it was 27th of March 1952 when the mortal body of Yoganandaji, the cocoon of Yoganandaji, was given Samadhi here in America. It was before our eyes. It was before our nose. The future reality was so demonstrated powerfully. If Yoganandaji could have grasped that experience, grasped that mold, grasped that new evolutionary stage, why we cannot? It's available to the whole of earth. It is available to the whole of humanity. Simple question is the question, a chamber's door is little ajar. We'll have to open it up. We'll have to open it up. Because one human moment is made eternity. Krishna consciousness is eternity. The time of Krishna consciousness is eternity. And time that will prevail upon the earth in existence also and will be eternity in practice. As air is available to each one of us, oxygen is available to each one of the humanity, of the race. Mind is made available to each and every human being of the human race. Can anybody say that you have no mind? If you are individual human being, you have mind. From where you got it? Which sadhana you completed that you get your own mind? Whatever it is at present, doesn't matter. It's not the question of height of mind or scholarship, knowledge, whatever it is. But the human mind, that is the master regulator, that is the master instrument, has been granted to each and every human child. Now, psychicality, environment of Krishna consciousness, psychicality, the environment of Godhead seed, psychicality, the environment of divinity, that is Krishna consciousness. And automatically it has been granted to all of us because of the descent of the supramental. And that supramental has started penetrating into the human mold of the mother through her cells of the body. It's not hallucination. It is super scientific reality. But reality brought down on the earth in the mold of relativity. So this is immortality granted even to our relativity. Time is also immortal of new relativity, and space is also immortal to new relativity. That is infinity. The work is to change the conscious foundation of all these cells. And in individual, mother says, in individual, the work is to change. What is my work? What is my assignment? Why Sri Aurobindo gave me mind of light? It is the mind of light that is meant for this. Mind of light is a base given to me. That is the Lord Shiva's head, on which holy Ganga, holy force of Ganga, holy flow of Ganga was made descended to earth through the pedestal of Lord Shiva's head. The sail of the mother is Lord Shiva's head. It is beyond mind. It is beyond mind. According to Srimad Bhagavad, Ganga was not made to be held on the lap of Lord Shiva. The descent of Ganga, as shown in Srimad Bhagavad, was on the head of Lord Shiva. Not any other Lord, not any other God, not any other form of divine worshipped and accepted and acknowledged by Indian Hindu scriptures. Could have been anyone, could have been Hanuman, could have been Ram, could have been Lord Krishna. Why Lord Shiva was presented there? And Lord Shiva was what? Why for? Because it is the perfection. It is the total divinity. Lord Shiva is Paratpar. Om Tat Sat. Whose head was made pedestal for descent of Ganga. Now, mother sail was given that new dimension for supramental to be dynamic on the earth. Not only to be activated, not only to be realistic, but to create new velocity, to create new motion, to create new energy, to create new automobile in mortal human body. That mobility is automatically generated by each and every cell, but pattern will be new, mold will be new, mold will be transformed mold. Our cells are immortal. Mind of the light is immortality. Mind of the light is mind of cell. Mind of the light is mind of cell inside the body of the mother, and that has been made pedestal for supramental to descend and to work individually, universally and collectively. That is work is to change the conscious foundation. It is the conscious foundation. Shiva's head is conscious foundation. Mother's cell is conscious foundation. Word foundation is used by the mother. Is not merely a pedestal. Is a foundation to erect, to make the specimen, to demonstrate the work of the new architecture. That is foundation. And mother became in her mortal body, the body which we have seen, the body which we have kept for our darshan, the body which is communicable for us, the body which is touched by us, the body which is acknowledged as human species by us is made foundation for the future architecture. Future architecture. And mother was the architect of immortality. But not all at once. And it also happened not all at once as miracle. Mother also passed through this plight. Because time is to be shortened. And space is to be transformed. Time is to be given new dimension of timeless. And through consciousness, through fourth dimension, three-dimensional reality is to be changed into four-dimensional reality. Imperfect reality is to be changed into perfect reality, and thereafter it can be divine. Thereafter. That would be impossible. At that time it so realized that it would be impossible. Today even we don't understand that is it possible. The vision of Sri Aurobindo, in most of the cases, people who are out of this orbit understand and realize it, that it's a wishful thinking. It's a wishful thinking. It's not wishful thinking. It is full of immortal cells. The thought of Sri Aurobindo is immortal. The vibration of the thought of Sri Aurobindo is immortal. The sight which is being cast by mother on any human being is the sight of the divinity in totality. Mother looks at individual. It is the Jagdamba looks at her own child. And this is being recorded here in America. Because the representative of the entire humanity, Yoganand Paramhans, synthesized all experiences of all three gurus preceding him. Babaji, Lahiri Masai, Yukteswar Giri, and his own experiences are so totalized in Yoganandji that born as human being, had mortal birth and death that is envisaged by Sri Aurobindo, put into practice by Yoganandji, and Yoganandji was not the follower of Sri Aurobindo's marg, Sri Aurobindo's path, but her life, his life was so pious, so sacred, so hygienic, so great and so full of height that he realized was the first man. O forerunner, I have heard thy cry. So Yoganandji was the forerunner of the new species, and that is why he left his body willfully on the stage publicly. And the body of Yoganandji, the mortal body of Yoganandji also similarly demonstrated the divine light through his cells. Through his cells. What a remarkable incident it is. This is a great and grandest milestone between time and timeless. You are traveling, acknowledging the limit, acknowledging the avenue, crossing the remarkable line of demarcation of mortality. Living in mortality, you are crossing the line of mortality and entering into the new zone of immortality. Sri Aurobindo used the word beyond avenues. Avenues beyond. This is the avenue beyond. And was line of mortality for the first time crossed by Yoganandji. Mota of Hari Om Ashram. Rang Avdhut Babji of Nareshwar, Ganga Sati, Kaharsang Bapu and Panbai, the ordinary illiterate people of a small village of Saurashtra.
19 years. 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 19 years
In India, it so happened. Now it has been made universal phenomenon. It has been made universal destiny. It has been made universal reality. The moment that conscious foundation is altered, there is almost a kind of panic in the cells, and that conscious foundation of cell is altered into foundation of new consciousness. Foundation of new consciousness. And new consciousness means what? New consciousness charged, or psychic consciousness charged by supramental. Voltage are different. Voltages of that power are different. The consciousness that was within limited seed has been made at a time universal, has been made at a time eternal, has been made by birth, by nature, by reality, the divine. The moment that conscious foundation is altered, there is almost a kind of panic in the cells. At that time my cells are panic. What new that took place? What new that is given to me? Oh, is it extremely new? They are all surprised. As living sparks, they are all surprised. They are wonderstruck. And that is the experience of the mortal body of the mother before Pondicherry Sadhak, here in our time. Oh, what's happening? So sometimes it is not easy to receive the experience of joy, to receive the experience of bliss at the level of my cells is very wonderful. Is very wonderful. The cells are dealt with in groups or by body function for part of one and for some. It is a bit difficult to digest this de novo experience. For me is also difficult. Though I know that I am the executor. Lord, thou shalt wilt I execute. That was the promise given by me to Sri Aurobindo. And this is the vision of Sri Aurobindo, that at present I am made to execute, and I am made to execute successfully. For a minute, there is almost a kind of anguish. You are sort of a suspended, It may only last a few seconds. I also thought, would it be possible? Would it be possible? Can I continue it? And how can I continue it? How can I continue it? I am mortality bound entity. How can I continue it? But it is the supramental that came to her rescue at that time, and experience as such felt by the mother for few seconds. So you can imagine how jolts are being given to the kaleidoscope of the mother, that the new pattern is automatically changed and altered with a slightest jerk of surprise. Surprise is also a jerk. Surprise is also a jerk to our intellectual ego. Surprise is a jerk to our rational mind. Surprise is a jerk to the miracle mongers people. Mother is not miracle monger. Mother is the pedestal, similar to Shivji's head. She is a pedestal. She is the strongest foundation. The pattern of the mother, the cellular pattern of the mother at that time, after 58 to 73, was the foundation, real foundation for this new life to emerge, for this new life to erect, for this new creation to be architectured. It may only last a few seconds, but these few seconds are awful, not plightful. The few seconds are awful. A new bliss is being constantly felt by me. new awful situation, new awful stage is being acknowledged and is received by me. It was a place, it was a bliss, total bliss that was given to my soul by the mind of light. But even that comes from the stupid survival instinct which is in the depths of every cellular consciousness. Still, it is the stupid base of the mortality of these cells which was not up till now so demonstrated. It is for the first time that my cell also experiences this new blissful experience. The body is aware of this. My body is now aware of this. It knows it. Mother says to Satprem, it is an old habit that my cells is surprised, my cell receiving this new force, new what we call stream, new consciousness is old habit. But now old habit is to be cancelled, old habit is to be removed, old habit of mortal minds are all to be wiped out at a time, at a stretch. So is old habit. All the groups of cells, all the cellular organizations just have to surrender completely in total confidence that's indispensable. This experience is to be launched in my cell at my cellular level is indispensable and they will have to accept it. For some it comes spontaneously and naturally, others take a little while to learn to do it. There are certain portals being created in my body. Certain portals are such portals, their cells are ready. New formation is taking place within my body. Certain portals are ready and certain portals are yet to learn it. Because this is mortal body where cocoon is also hidden and immortality is also hidden. And as mother left her body on 17th November, it was not her body, it was the cocoon of her body that was left out and the real body was emerging as supramental body. The new body was being prepared as supramental body in this old cocoon. And the various body functions are taken one by one. And various bodies function, various bodies organ, which felt sabda, roop, ras, gandh and spars. Ahar, nindra, bhay and maithun. They are gradually transformed and the process of this transformation, my psychic also can see and my mind at that time also registered. Body is functioning. It's truly wonderful, mother says. It's truly wonderful. Although the body remains quite a wretched thing. Body remains quite a wretched thing. Body is body. But the cells in the body are putting themselves, are formulating themselves in new organization because command is to be changed. Now mental command is to cease and psychic command is to be installed. The body remains quite a wretched thing, to be sure, and then there are the worries surrounding me from anguish at the thought that the end is possible, to impatience for the end to come, a whole range of feeling from fear to eager desire. People around me, they are very eager, desirous, that it is now the end of this body. It is now the demise of this body. It is now the old age at climax. This is the problem of aging. That is what the common people around mother's body thought of. of feeling from fear to eager desire, free at last. But my body, cocoon, my cells, because of the new process of the new organization that is going on in my body, make this body free from fear. Now I am free. I am assured. At last free to do all these stupid things. At last I am made free from all stupid things. Ahar, Nindra, Bhay and Maithun are the stupid things for my new body. At last free to do all the stupid things I long to do, and the body is very sensitive to people's thoughts. Body is very sensitive to the thoughts of the common people. I got at last freedom as per the divine wish. That is the new body. Mother is prepared, mother is well prepared, mother is ready to give birth to the new body, the new supramental body, that is the stage. Jai Mataji.